Morning,
Morning.
Deed. How
How are you
goes it,
doing?
buddy?
It's going well. How's your day going today?
So far, so good. I literally just got back from the Starbucks, got my coffee on. My thirst is now quenched. My cup is full. How about you?
Same thing. Did my morning walk. Was about to start a video with you, and the wife's like, "Wait a minute, where's my Thursday?" So I had to run to freaking Starbucks, get her pistachio latte, grab myself an extra shot on the side. So my morning's going all right. It's going good. It's what's today? Thursday. I thought today was
Yeah.
Wednesday, so I told the lady behind the counter, I said, "I'll get the combo because I got like a Wednesday at our local Starbucks." I'm like, "I'll get the sandwich and the drink." She goes, "It'll be like 15." It's like I thought it was. Because no, today's Thursday. Fuck. So yeah, time. It's a weird week for me. It's like you know today's
Yeah.
Thursday apparently.
So we talked last on Monday. I think you had jury duty, right? Was that Monday?
Yes, that was Monday. That's right. I had jury duty. It turns out they made us sit there, watch a video, and then, you know, after an hour or two, they let us go. So that was pretty cool. I parked in the wrong parking garage, so I paid like 13.90 to go to jury duty. Got paid $30 and guess it washed out. But yeah, so pay attention when you're parking for jury duty. Follow the jury duty signs because they comp your parking and shit. So, but hey, I didn't have anybody poop in the back of my truck or anything, so that was cool. It's on a better lot, if you will.
Love
But
it.
jury duty was boring. Just a lot of people standing around like cattle, going through that, metal detectors. We ended up not having to do anything but watch a video and drink free coffee. So Monday was cool. Did I guess an emergency concrete cleaning. Somebody called, needed their driveway done like ASAP, so I went and did her driveway, and it turned into a window cleaning job. So she had me do a walk around and check on her screens. And basically, she had some fucked up windows. She wanted me to like fix for her on the spot for free, like that were stuck. She's like, "Come inside and try to open this one." And I was like, "Miss, let me tell you something." I told her the story of a lady whose fucking window fell off in my arms, like in her house. I said, "I don't really wiggle and jiggle windows on estimates too much." So I'm showing her how it wouldn't open, and like if I force it, it'll break. Anyway, I ended up selling that job. So I'm going to be doing an interior exterior the first week of April or so. So that was pretty neat. But I've got a lot of interior ladder placements for stack ladder second story. But the point of that story is I'll have a cool video where I'll talk about that when I do it. Is that somebody silicone caulked her solar screen into the window outside as like a warning, like all who enter here are fucked. Like do not take me off the window. So that's the same window
Yeah.
as Jimmy Jam's. So we'll see how it goes. It'll be an
I
interesting.
remember you sending me pictures for that job, and I was like, yeah, it looks like about six interior. That's those big old squares.
Yep,
Yeah.
big old squares, but a lot of room once she gets rid of her goddamn couch.
Yeah.
So I told her jokingly, I was like, "You call me to clean these windows when you're all moved out and this house is ready for sale."
For
And
sure.
we'll see if they listen. You know,
For sure. So that was on Tuesday or
yeah,
Monday?
that was actually Monday. Yeah, I finished up the jury duty, was all chilling, and got the call. Went and did her driveway, priced her windows out, and she approved it yesterday or
Sweet.
Tuesday. So that was cool. It was a nice Jimmy Jam to the week. But yeah, this week I'm all about gutters. Uh, People are starting to call. People are seeing the recommendations in their Facebook groups about who cleans gutters, and they found out
Yeah.
Deeds does it. So I've been putting a lot of quotes, and I've got that on the schedule today. So that's my jam for today, Thursday.
Sweet.
Yeah, what
Sweet.
do you got going on?
Today I'm off when it comes
Oh,
to window cleaning. We did Monday I went out and visited my cousin, took care of the majority of his house, and then Tuesday I went back out to his house, and then Damian Schrecongost met up with me.
awesome.
And we tackled a two-story that I sold while I was at my cousin's house the day prior. And
Cool.
then while we were working, we racked up another exterior only. So we ended up doing three exteriors in like 4 hours. They were all,
Nice.
relatively close. It was a really solid, fun day. We got an opportunity to. I got an opportunity to use a couple of his setups that I haven't used yet. Um, Actually, I didn't even mess with. He had a DI cart roller, RODI cart, a Tucker cart going, and I haven't really messed with. Oh, I used his Tucker cart last time, but he
Okay.
had that one, and then we were just. And he had the nice 18 brush going, banging that out. I got some good content, some fun video. Working with somebody that has a lot of experience, working with them makes it fun. It makes the day go smooth. Very little stress. Um, just fun. You know what I mean? And kind of a lot of times when we're working together, though, you don't really talk so much. You're kind of just working because your goal is to obviously make the money fast and get done.
Yeah.
Uh, but we try to make time to have those conversations while we're working a little bit. So that was fun. And then we went for lunch and got an opportunity to kind of chat a little more there. That was a wrap to Tuesday. Wednesday morning, he came over and we visited yesterday and had a little bit of conversation, a more in depth conversation.
Cool.
And that was fun because then it was his wife was with us before. And it's he's not one of those guys who's going to tell me something different when his wife is there or when his wife is not. You know, he's going to be the
Sure.
same person, which I think is a genuine and a wonderful. That's a great quality to have. He's not going to tell me something. You know what I mean? He's not going to
Definitely.
try and big dick or something. You know, one of those things.
Sure.
So that doesn't really matter. But it to be able to ask some questions, ask him some questions, and and it was mostly it wasn't about window cleaning. It was about like our kind of like our journey, like our in recovery and whatnot, and you know, mixed with a little bit of window cleaning stuff, and but not much. It was almost all just like,
Hanging out.
yeah, I was just wanted to, you know, chat with him, dude, and so it was cool. And he's a very positive person too,
Cool.
um, and a lot of people don't get that. I see some of the stuff he puts out there too that's not window related content, and I really appreciate what he does. And I just wanted to let him know that, you know, um,
Yeah. Damian's
there's a
cool dude.
yeah, there's a lot of great guys in this industry and gals, and I just the more I feel like the more time I get to have some conversations like you and I get to have with them and find out more about them, the better person I become. And then I kind
Sure.
of maybe get an opportunity to help them share their stories. You know what I mean? And I try to get the goods from them, and then I try, you know what I mean? I want to help them share their stories too if they're willing.
Very cool.
That's kind of like what my goal has been, and you've kind of known that's kind of what this does all for me personally. How this that's kind of one of my mini goals. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And one of the ways that we're seeming to be able to go about this is the Goo and Deeds and us having these morning conversations, but then trying to tackle these other little side projects and these recordings, and then I'll share with you, and then we have more conversations, and then the conversations become greater.
Sure.
And
Yeah, man.
that's what our goal really is. And I know we've been putting out these little conversations, and sometimes they don't seem like there's much to it or whatever. But we're grinding, you and I, buddy. We're putting something together. We have a little, we have something, and I know it's going to be something good for our community. Not only the window cleaning community, dude, for people.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, it's for everybody,
yeah, we're
So,
you know, you're a dad, a husband, you're two small business owners. Like we're all trying to do this thing, and I know that the more stories that we collect and share, the better that we're going to become as people. And I
yeah.
really really believe that.
Hmm.
Um, so that was our Damian and I's conversation is how it started yesterday. Then I went to go see my one of my favorite people, my tattoo artist William Thiedman in Denver, Colorado, and I got some work done. He
Cool.
put a set of praying hands on the back of my left arm, and I'm super excited about it.
Nice.
He's another person that I get an opportunity to sit and really have conversations with, like
Yeah.
I get to hear, you know, stories from this guy hears stories from countless people when when he's giving tattoos, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he, as a person, has lived a long, like story filled life.
Oh, sure.
So hearing stories from him as well is like kind of what gives me the fuel to just keep going and also to try to keep giving. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? and I just want to keep trying to become a better storyteller and a better listener sometimes too. You know what I mean?
I hear you, Jason. No, no, that's what life is. Life's all about stories. It's a collection of stories and adventures that we have together or that we hear from other people. You know, your tattoo buddy, for example, probably has a ton of stories of people who just won't shut up on that thing, just talking, telling their life
Yeah.
story, telling some funny ass, awesome shit. And he'd be really somebody really cool to hear some stories from for sure.
Well, and he was a musician prior and toured the world, and like this is like you
Oh
know what I
shit.
mean. So yeah, somebody who's been there and done it all. You know, and it's he and I have a great relationship, and I'm so happy when I see him. And shout out to William and everybody at the staff at Mammoth American. I seriously love you guys. We have these conversations too. Like, yo, yesterday he got a postcard from like we were talking about still seeing the bright side of humanity, right?
Sure.
And he had recently gone through some loss and some grief, and I don't mean to be airing his fucking business or whatever, but some of the same stuff that I was going through, and I hadn't been seeing so much brightness lately, right?
Mhm.
And I needed some joy, some love, and that IWCA really helped bring me up a little bit. And but I had also seen some other things that were more uplifting and more emotionally satisfying and happy. You know, not such down bullshit.
Cool.
While we're there, the mailman comes and hands him a postcard, and it's a postcard from one of his other tattoo friends. And he's like, "Look, man, I just wanted you to know I was thinking of you." And he was like, "You know, people don't do this shit anymore. This
Damn.
is
Yeah.
like, this is exactly like the little small things that made his day, made my day too, because I saw him happy, and I'm like,
You witnessed according to Hoyle miracle. You know,
yeah."
somebody sending a postcard in
Well, I just
2025.
got done telling him, "Good shit's still around. I
Yeah.
promise you." And I was like, "Look, bro, I promise you, it's working. Like I'll pray for you, and I'll pray for you too."
That's cool, dude. That's amazing.
Good shit. Still,
Postcard? Yeah, that's neat, dude.
yeah, it was pretty. It was a great day, man.
That's
It
cool.
was a great day. Um, Today I'm gonna go. My son is introducing me to his girlfriend's parents. They live here in Colorado.
Neat.
Um, yeah, his mother is here with her husband, so we got some family function going on tonight. Today, I'm kind of just relaxing and packing all my stuff to get ready to head back home. I
Cool.
guess the weather in Phoenix has been kind of spotty, which is weird because it's been glorious here. Um, Billy was taking care of some business while I was gone. He took care of the control towers yesterday, and
Awesome.
uh,
Cool.
yeah, getting them today. And shout out Bill Sloan, you fucking shit up. I love it, baby. Good job. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of looking forward to get home. I have so much family here that it kind of sucks to go home to, but I'm ready to see my family. You know what I mean? See the
Sure.
dog, see the kids,
Yep.
hugging kid, wife, the old good stuff.
Get back
Um,
get back to some normalcy in life.
Yeah, I really got to lock in for next week. What do you have on the schedule for next week? Anything big?
I think 3 gutter jobs, a window cleaning, and just waiting for estimates and approvals. But speaking of gutters, get your gutter gizmo, this thing. So if you're cleaning gutters, you fucking need one. Because without it, you can't reach that far. It does amazing work. But anyway,
I I second that. Actually, that is a product that I have used, and it is in the back of my truck.
yep,
Uh,
just throw it back there. Leave it back there because you'll need it.
we don't typically do gutters so much out here. It's not. We don't have like pine trees and all. Some people do, and some certain communities have a bunch of stuff like that. Sun Cities, some of the elderly communities, certain areas. But I did get asked to do gutters, and for a very very good friend of mine, and of course I said yes. I reached out and put it in the cart and ordered it up, dude. Speaking of, I got a cart full of shit that I need to order. I'm
Ooh,
just,
yes.
I'm like,
Surgical towels.
I know, but every time I order something, I'm like, wait, I forgot this. So that's why I wait until I just
Good
stack.
point.
But then I
Yeah.
stack it up, and I'm like, fuck, that's $800.
Yep. It happens, but it's
Oh,
easier to put it in one big box than 16 little boxes. You know.
Yeah. Oh
But
man. So
but yeah, I'm grabbing surgical towels. Towels. I made the mistake of cleaning my truck and my wife's van last year or so with my Huck towels. I used like 8 or 10 of them, so I threw them
mhm.
all out. Like, oh, I'll just order more, and then they weren't there. I was like, fuck. So
They're gone.
I have a good amount of towels, but I've got to re up because you know, they take shits on you. So
They
surgical
disappear.
towels, yeah, they disappear too.
And trust me, I know that. When every time I had a new guy last year, and I had like 6 guys that I helped out, um, I would give them a new stack of like 12.
Nice.
And yeah, and I would just set them up with something, and that wasn't very cost effective or smart. But I don't like that. I don't like people that are representing me using shit or like, you know
Well,
what I mean?
your
So
branding, you want them to look good. You got to use the right shit.
yeah, why would I give somebody to clean something that I wouldn't use? You know what I mean? Like
Well,
what
yeah,
the fuck?
especially if they're representing you on your behalf and stuff. It's like, yeah, you want them to use the stuff. If you've got it and they can use it, approve it, do it. But
Yeah.
unless they take it and abuse it, and then you lose it, no more towels. But you can always order on WCR. Get
Hey, you
those
want to hear
towels.
something sweet? My son Chase, who the one I was just talking about, who's up here in Colorado now.
Mhm.
This past summer, he worked for me for a little bit, and before he dipped, he was like, "Yo, Dad, I know you're popping. I saw you plugging away on, and everybody's banging in the rooms about not having any fucking towels." He gave me back like I think he gave me probably like 20 towels, and
Oh shit! Merry
yeah, so
Christmas.
I was like jackpot. He gave me his old the bucket that he got when he was banging, and yeah. So and he gave me I think one of my old channels and a maker mop, which is
Neat.
cool because my maker mop was boosted. So
Put it to
yeah,
work. Yeah.
that was pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of maker, when Damian was here, I got he had a couple extra scrub pads for me, not the end caps with the copper that they don't make anymore, which
Yeah.
is neat because I
Cool.
didn't have, I never purchased them when they were out. Um, and I have the other scrub ends and all that other stuff too, but I didn't have the copper one, so that was cool. And I had told him how I had just placed some red rubber in my cart, and he said, "Oh, I have an extra slot here."
Cool.
So he's like, "Just try one, see what you think." So
It's
that's the other
medium, right?
yeah, and that's the other thing that I really find fun with other window cleaners too is like if you and I were at like if we were local, I'd be at
Oh
your
shit.
house and be like, "Hey man, let me try this," and you come over to my house and be like, "Hey man, let me try this." But it doesn't work that way because we're not in the same spot. But like when I
Right.
bump into Damian or whatever, and he's got his truck, he's like, "Oh, you haven't tried this? Here, this is neat," and
No shit. Yeah.
it's a fun thing to be able to do, and that's I'm trying to start that in Arizona too. Like I have pretty much everything, right?
Sure.
So if anybody in Arizona is listening or watching, if you want to try some shit, come over to my house. Fucking hang out. Come wash some windows at my pad with me, or we'll go do a job. You can get hands on if you want to try and use hey man, I don't want to spend $60 on a maker shit or fucking this and that, or hey, what's that flick pad like? Come use it. I'm not, I'm not, I'm all here for it.
Cool.
So
That's
that's
nice.
another, well, I mean, that's another way to get to meet people, right?
That's right. So yeah, if you're in the greater Houston area, you can also see Jason if you go to Phoenix when you get there. I'm just kidding. No,
Yeah.
that's really cool. I mean, Houston is
He's just like,
huge.
fuck you guys in Houston. No.
No, no, Houston is huge. It takes an hour to get from like where I'm at to the other side of Houston. It's like
And that's
nuts.
the same. That's the same thing with Phoenix too. Like so, and like my son Chase, the one I talked to you about before, when he lived in Phoenix, he lived way east, like Mesa, which is
Mhm.
52 miles away, which is an hour. You know what I mean? And it's far. And but seriously, I know a lot of guys want to get their hands on stuff, so that's why I was saying it. I
Yeah,
just
that's a cool deal. That's a nice gesture, you know.
hey, so you know what? Today is March 13th, 2025. And I was just checking my emails. A year ago today is when I got my affiliate from WCR. So I've been an affiliate for WCR for 1 year today.
Cool, cool. We'll post a link.
I don't know if that means anything, but
You're
yeah.
plugged in. That's cool. Thanks for repping the cool brand.
Well, they are just about as awesome group of guys as you know. To be around. I did have a phone call with Chris the other day. Made my morning. Kind of gave me another kick in the pants in regards to what I've been talking to you about for the summer trip thing.
Cool.
Um, yeah, and off there, I'll talk to you about that a little more and tell you some stuff about that. Um, but I'm really excited about all what's coming up. Spring break's just around the corner for your family, right?
Actually, right now we're on spring break. It's like this
Spring.
this week is where it happens. Yeah, yeah. Kids are home for the week. Yeah, I homeschool anyway, so they're home most of the time anyway. Except for my little guy, he goes to a preschool
Right.
daycare. But yeah, what are your family doing for spring break?
Probably just trying not to do too much. This trip to Colorado, my son plays travel soccer, so next month actually shit. In 2 weeks, 2 weeks he does like an overnight trip to this, I don't know, Yuma or some shit, which is like 4 hours south of Phoenix on the California border.
Cool.
And then yeah, no, not that one. That one's a no. And
Hot as
then
hell, huh?
yeah, no. And then after that, it's New Mexico. So um, between all of the soccer stuff, there's really not much wiggle room for spring break uh, traveling and all that stuff. So probably just lay low. There's spring training baseball, which a lot of people like to do in Arizona. Everybody comes out, you get a lawn seat, you go whip out the tank tops and the shorts and the flip flops and lay out in the lawn and just kick back.
It's like Augusta Golf, but for the southeast,
Yeah,
southwest.
that's
Neat.
probably that's already started. I mean that people start taking time off in the spring in Phoenix all the time, so it's going. But
Cool.
we're fortunate in our industry too. Like if you want a day off, just schedule it. I mean,
That's it.
unless
No,
you're unless you're running a freaking huge business, and you're like the CEO and shit, where you got to make sure everything. And those dudes can schedule their days off too or whatever. But like if you're a sole proper or like just a solo guy or even a 1-2 combo, you can schedule as
pretty
many
much.
days as you
Yeah.
want. That's another beauty of our gig, dude.
Yeah. I'm taking off, I think 2 or 3 days. I'm going up to New York, seeing my father, doing the whole prodigal son thing. Gonna go see him for a weekend. But other than that, I think well, we're taking a family trip in July, the Fourth of July week. I think we're gonna drive up and do fireworks in New York, see the family. But you're right. As far as like doing whatever scheduling you want, you can take blocks of time off as long as you don't get that emergency call like, "Hey, I need you for blah blah." Then you've got a buddy or somebody you can hook up with work or subcontract it out is the name of the game.
Yeah, and I, in years past, deeds I've been up in Colorado or whatever, and I've had a fucked up running crew or a partial thing or nobody I could rely on, and my stomach the whole time would be in knots. And fortunately, I do finally have that person, but I'm finding more and more too that as I get older and I want to do these things, and I know that I am capable of literally have mop will travel. You
Sure.
know what I mean? Like
Yep.
I don't know why I'm staying at home. I mean, it's just I obviously I need to be there for my family and whatnot, and that's where our one business is. But as I'm doing more and more of this and seeing how easily capable I am at doing it, it makes me just want to do it more and more. Um,
Practice and confidence hand in hand.
I mean, it's out there. I mean, and when Damian and I on Wednesday or Tuesday, he's just laughing his ass off because I told him anyways, like, look, I'm gonna dip right now, and I'm either gonna before we even get banging, I'm gonna go line us up another job. You know what I mean? Like if you got time, like let's go earn some more cake.
Sure.
Uh, and we didn't even somebody came to us and I jokingly told you about like, yo, I don't want to show him my honey hole. Uh, it's a spot, and anybody can blow it up, and you know, so. But I feel like, to be honest, with the right personality, and the right combo of team and whatnot, anybody can do that. And I understand why some young cats can want to come out and hustle and start and do this. But some of these old dudes still fucking got it. You know what I mean? And um, it was fun. And it truly was. And I think too, when customers and clients see professionals running running it, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
getting getting shit done with authority and whipping it out. it makes them want it makes them want to do it too.
You watch a lot of traveling soccer, so it's like watching a girls' soccer game versus a men's soccer game. It's like watching
Something.
professionals at work cleaning versus like Bob. It's like that.
Yes, it was a thing. In my opinion, it was a thing of beauty, and
Sure,
we weren't watching. I mean, and I wasn't even like flying or anything. I was just smooth sailing, and because I'm doing the majority of the recording, it really looks like, well, and Damian is doing everything with the pole.
sure.
But it looks like I'm not doing dick. Like I'm like, all right, well, I did a little ladder work. I jumped on, did
I'll
some
be in the
stuff.
trailer. Take 15.
Yeah. So, and I'm like, and Damien's laughing. He's like, bro, you line up the jobs. And I'm like, no, 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 it don't work like that. Like, fucking, I want to work too, Like,
Sure.
but yeah, it was fun. It makes me just kind of, it even reaffirms my ideas for my goals for this summer. So I'm really excited about it. And like I
You've
said too,
got
the conversation with Chris really helped reaffirm that too. And I want to give back to our community, and like I said, I'm super grateful that you're pushing me to continue to do these things, and I'm going to keep pushing you to keep pushing
Thank
me.
you. Yeah, I'll get at it. You just got to get there.
Word.
But
Well, you got
yep,
anything else we got to cover today, or
not really. Just
changing
yeah,
rep?
change your rubbers. If you haven't called your customers from last year, get with them, email them, text blast them. I lined up a couple gutter jobs for the week just by sending a few emails. So fucking do it. Get your customers' attention. Tell them you're ready. Your shit's dirty. Your windows are it's that time. Just clean your windows or gutters. But just do it. If you're not doing it, do it today and change your rubbers.
Get them cleaned and changed.
WCR, yeah, at 0. You guys rock.
Yeah, they sure do. Thank you guys for everything. Y'all have a great day. Oh, you know what? I do want to touch on something.
Go for it.
Tomorrow, I don't know if we'll be able to be recording because I'm going to be at the airport.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know how that's going to go.
We can do
Let's.
tomorrow morning, afternoon, evening, whichever, or
Okay.
later.
Well, I was
Yeah.
going to say too, if we let's. I was going to say, what if we held off until the 21st to do the Sorbo giveaway? Give
Okay.
a couple more people the chance to get an opportunity, and we'll also get a couple extra things to throw in,
Cool.
a couple extra shirts or something.
Nice. Maybe we'll do a promotional video with a leprechaun, something silly. I
That,
don't know.
that
But
would,
yeah, we
no,
want to
that
give away. We want to give away the my Sorbo American MAGA squeegee. I got this at the convention, and so we're gonna give this to some lucky subscriber, someone who likes and subscribes to our YouTube channel. 'Cause the 21st is where we're gonna give this away with some other fun swag and stuff. You also get the beautiful channel. It's sexy. It's nice. It's straight. But yeah, that sounds like a plan, man.
I appreciate you, Deeds. You're the best.
Thanks,
Uh,
Jason.
how you feeling today, by the way, real quick? You all right?
Yeah, health wise, past couple days, I've basically, after the gallbladder came out, feeling a lot better, but my diet's off. I've got to figure out what trigger foods are messing with my IBS because in the mornings I'll wake up and be all a little fucked up still. So it takes like an hour or two to get grinding, walking, and popping antacids, whatever I've got to do. So a little off, but I think I'm on track with trigger ideas and just avoiding certain foods and drinks and bullshit. So doing a lot better though. feeling better, gaining some weight. So I'm still
Get
working.
it
You know, I'm not dead. So that's
right
cool.
and get it tight.
Get it right. That's right. And change your fucking rubbers. Get to work, guys. Have a good
Be
morning,
good.
Jason.
Take
All right.
care.
See ya.
Hey.